Hello, let us understand logical negation and bitwise negation in system Verilog. The same operator, this logical negation and bitwise negation also there in Verilog. So, while learning, so initially this may confuse to someone. So let us understand this. In logical negation, what happens is always the result gonna be one bit. Whereas in bitwise negation, the result will not be leading to one bit. How it is, let us explore. What happens in this logical negation is, if you consider this example, where we have an operand with the 1010 binary value. So this 1010 is a non-zero value. So when there is a non-zero value, logical negation going to result to zero. Whereas bitwise negation going to complement every bit of that. If this has got zero, all zero, then this logical negation going to result into one. The output will be one. When output will be one? If operand has got a complete zero. If it has got a non-zero, such as this case here, 1, 0, 1, 0. This is a non-zero value. In that case, this logical negation going to result to single bit, that is 0. Let us take this example. Here, we have 1010. When we perform logical negation, this output logical underscore result, this variable is assigned with the 0 because this operand has got non-zero value. Whereas, if you perform bitwise negation, this is going to complement every bit. That's why this bitwise result must be a 4-bit. That's why we have declared bitwise result as a vector size 4-bit. Whereas logical result we have declared as a scalar type because we know that this variable gonna handle the output of this logical negation, which always results to 1 bit. Coming to the second example here, all bits of this operand are 0. So when we perform logical negation, this is going to result 1 because here we have complete 0. There is no single bit here, the non-zero. So this is going to result this logical negation as a 1. Whereas bitwise negation going to complement every bit of this operand A. Whereas if you see this another example, here we have only single bit as a non-zero. Since single bit is a non-zero, even one bit, like this case, non-zero, this entire result is a non-zero operand. So that's why this logical negation going to result to a 0 value. Whereas this bitwise is going to complement every bit of this. Consider the last example where we have X in it, in the operand. So since though X is there, this is kind of non-zero. Of course, there are one here, MSV bit and LSV bit. They are still non-zero. So what it does, this logical negation, since this is a non-zero, it's going to result a single bit with a 0, indicating that this operand has got a non-zero values. Whereas bitwise result going to complement every bit of this. So this is demonstrated here, simulation, the same code, the PPT what I had shown, the same code. So I have run this simulation. You can see here, when we have non-zero, this logical negation going to result to a single bit. Whereas bitwise going to complement every bit of this. So here, this example, you can see operand having a zero value. So logical negation had rated 1, whereas bitwise every bit of this is copied. So the same is for the other two examples as well. Hope this helps someone to understand the differences between logical negation and bitwise negation. Thank you.